affected by little cough. Little girl! Waiting. Big heart. Eruu. Eruu. Oh dear, the chats are dominating each other. I have to. No BL fanfic. I fixed it. Hello. It's me, little girl, big heart. Eruu. That's hello. I missed you. Marty, thank you so much for the membership. And Big Rap, thank you so much for the membership also. Kai, thank you for the membership. I'm home. Before we get talking more, I imagine there are a lot of people who will not watch the full stream, which is fine. So I will include important information at the start of stream, so you cannot miss it. Bruce, thank you so much for the super. Welcome back, Eruu. You're looking worse for wear. What? I look poo. Cat, Alex, thank you so much for the memberships. Thank you for the super. I miss you too. But yes, I guess most important information. I'm not back because something very important to note is this is my first day doing anything, so... And if I'm being fully honest, I'm definitely doing it too early. But I would go insane if I had to wait for so long. Oh no, she's pregnant? Well, actually, you little tourist. You might think you're so clever with that comment, but you are just announcing that you don't watch me. Because Eruu is actually very open with the fact that she's on her period. And if you were a real roomie, you would know I was on my period 6 days ago. Yeah. So, no, I'm not pregnant, actually. And Wolfie, thank you so much for the gifted service. And rage baiting a sick girl. How can you stoop so low? You see me now? I'm literally in a hospital bed with bandages. Also, no one's allowed to make me laugh because it really hurts, please, so... No! I forgot I was the #1 person who makes myself laugh. It's a shame I'm so funny. Sorry, I'm eating apple. That's right. I eat solid food. Guys, I don't even know where to start. Thank you so much for the memberships. Welcome. I don't even know where to start. Doshio. Eruu had surgery. Start by saying how you're feeling. God, thank you for the membership. Every day is very different. To be honest, I actually had... The first 3 days are supposed to be the hardest. I actually, in terms of the first 3 days, I actually had some of the best luck ever. And if you know Eruu, you know Sometimes I'm pretty unlucky actually, and sometimes I've kind of come to always expect the worst. Always come to expect worst case scenario, but I actually had maybe best case scenario for first few days of recovery. Isn't that so amazing? I'm so happy with it. Evie, thank you so much for the membership. I'm so honored to be one of the 3,000 girls you're a member of. But yeah, guys, sorry, I've been really bored. Can you just put up with it for a few days? Can you put up with it for a few days? You know how bored I've been? This is... I haven't even been able to watch something. I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch loads of anime, and I was in so much pain that I couldn't even focus on anything. Is it okay to laugh? No, it really hurts. So if you hear me laugh, I'm gonna go, haha, and then I'll suddenly stop laughing because I'll realize it hurts. But now everything I say is kind of tickling me, so I kind of have to lock in and kind of pull a sad face. But yeah, my first few days of recovery actually went super awesome. Maybe I should start in chronological order. So, do you know what I wore to surgery? I think roomies would love this. Colton, thank you for the 7 year. Do you know what I wore to surgery? I wore a nice little sundress. Because you're supposed to wear something. It was super hard, and it's easy to take on and off. So I didn't want, you know, I didn't. Oh, and obviously the surgery is around my tummy. So if I wore like trousers or something, the waistband would be on my wounds. So yeah, I wore a dress, and I actually went to the hospital all alone. Like I said, my best friend did take, she took some time off of work to be with me, but, the hospital didn't actually allow people to come in. We thought she would be able to come with me for, you know, at least waiting, but I was fully alone. Even after the surgery, yeah, I was fully alone for it all. But I didn't mind because my best friend, even though she's very brave, she's got a lot of fear of hospitals and stuff, so I feel like it's kind of my job to protect her. So I kind of have to be super brave. And I have to not let her see the scary side of hospitals, so... yeah, I was alone, but I was super brave. And it kind of it didn't make me laugh, because obviously surgery isn't funny, but I was in... it's not the waiting room for surgery itself, it's like the waiting room to be called in for the waiting room for surgery, if that makes sense. And I think I was the only person under the age of maybe 80. Ow! Everyone was super old. But it made me really sad. I don't know. Hospitals are very hard places to be in because it just makes me really sad that everyone is so sick and everyone is alone. I did notice the old people had people waiting with them though. Maybe they have old people privilege. Maybe roomies know something about this. And never think for the support. Surgery isn't funny, it leaves you in stitches. Actually, it doesn't. I didn't have any stitches. But luckily, first positive thing ever, the person, I think the surgery that was scheduled before mine cancelled. So, I got to do mine early. And, if you don't know how surgery works, basically, say for example, your surgery is scheduled at 8 a.m. It doesn't actually mean you're scheduled to start at 8 a.m. because, you know, there'll be a surgery at 7 a.m. and that could take longer, you know? So you could be scheduled for like 11 a.m., but you could actually have surgery at 5 p.m. We all know how hospitals work. I don't think everyone knows that. I think a lot of people don't know that. So yeah, I was prepared to be sat there all day, but actually I ended up being operated on super fast. Even before my scheduled time, I think. Because the person in front of me had cancelled. Screaming for a gifted membership. And then I'll tell you all about it. So yeah, because they cancelled, they were actually running super ahead of schedule, so they were eager to have me in as soon as possible. So I waited for honestly maybe like not even a minute, and they were like, "Eruu, Claymie," and then they called me in, and I felt a bit silly wearing sundress. I was wearing a sundress and sandals. It was super warm, and I had like a cute handbag. But they put me in a room, and then everyone, because they were trying to like rush because they were ahead of schedule, everyone that came to see me, like the surgeon, the person in charge of my anesthesia, the nurse helping me, like everyone was like, hello. And I was like, hello. Yeah, then I spoke to the surgeon, and guys, I was feeling really awkward, and he was like, do you have any questions? And I was like, please do a good job. And that was all I said to him. And he was like, okay. B, thank you for the super. Every last like the laugh track from Monty Python. What is Monty Python? Angie, thank you for the membership. Yeah, and then I was given my outfit to change into. And Roomies, I think he would have really liked this outfit. Were you worried that you'd be conscious during the surgery? Oh yeah, I try not to speak about these worries because they're super irrational. Thank you for the 5 kitten memberships. Thank you. Because they're super irrational, you know, people are gonna be looking out after you. You have a whole team in charge of your anesthesia. Like, it's not just one person. It's a whole group of people monitoring you in so many ways. That it's impossible really for stuff to go wrong. Also, I forgot to pee before stream, so can I pee before I continue my story? I'm sorry. I'll be right back. Except run, I cannot run. I walk like a grandma right now. I'm super hunched over and I hobble, so it might take me a while, but luckily my bathroom isn't far, so I'll be right back. Sorry. super epic, awesome first stream back. Hello. I'm back again. Thank you for the memberships and the dollar super chats. Where was I in my story? Yeah, so then I put on my hospital outfit, and roomies would have liked it a lot because it was, you know, like when you buy fruits and then, they come in like a netted bag? Like they have net bags? The panties were basically like boxers, but all made of net. Like they didn't have a crotch or anything. Like it was just net all over. And I was kind of surprised. I thought it was a bit erotic for searching. I thought you were supposed to have paper panties. Isn't that the stereotype? That you have like paper ones? But it was like a net. It was so weird. I took a picture. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. I took a picture in them because I thought they were kind of cute. Because they were like boxer style. And then I had to put on compression socks, obviously. And then grippy socks, obviously. And then I put on my robe. And the hospital robes are so embarrassing. Grippers, yeah, you have to wear grippy socks in the hospitals because hospital floors is so smooth and clean. So you always have to wear 2 pairs of socks. And then I had to pee in the tub because they were like, is there any chance you're pregnant? You know, they always... Oh, wait, most of you are guys, so... Oh my gosh, most of you are guys, so you will never experience this. If you go for literally anything medical ever, you will be asked if there's any chance you're pregnant. Like, you could go to the doctor for a cough and they'll be like, is there any chance you're pregnant? And basically, that's just asking, do you have sex? No. And it's always so awkward. It's always so... I know it's not awkward. It's one of those things that's just so natural, right? Like, so many people aren't having baby-making sex. But, well, thank you so much for the gift of years. But, yeah, you'll always be asked that, of course, because it impacts medicine. But, I said no, and then they were like, okay, we know you said no, but we need you to pee in this jar just to make sure. Guys get the, are you active question? Ah! Maybe that's even more awkward. So yeah, and then I had to pee in a little tub. I took a picture of that too, actually. Because I thought it was funny. Because then they were gonna lock my phone away because you can't take anything into surgery, obviously. So I had to take a picture of everything. I need it for the memories. And yeah, everything was super fast, so... What kind of surgery involved that? I imagine every surgery will involve that. They really have to make sure you're not lying. Especially for women. Obviously, because you carried the baby. I imagine they can't just take your word for it. They have, like, a big responsibility for it. And then they took me into the anesthesia room, put the drip in my hand, and it was so nice, guys. It was really, really nice. And this is the part I was most nervous for because, you know, once you get to sleep, once you get put to sleep, you just wake up on the other side. Which is so crazy. So I had all of my belongings taken and like locked away. And all I had was my little robe that was undone at the back, and it, you know, it kind of felt embarrassing because when you put, if you don't know hospital robes, they tie up at the back, so you put them on kind of like a backwards jacket. I'm sorry if I'm like explaining every small detail, but I feel like it's better to not assume people know, you know? So they tie up at the back, so you can't tie them up yourself. So you need a nurse to tie it up. And I was super embarrassed about this because, you know, I'm wearing net panties and my bare back is out. You know, like super embarrassing, and I was really nervous about it, but I know this is like so forehead, but I want to tell you my insecurity, so if it ever happens to you, you can be comforted as well. They're obviously forehead, so professional about it that you feel silly for even being worried about it. You know, like they're so matter of fact with it, they just tie you up like it's nothing to be embarrassed about, like they just do it. And then you're on your way. And then when I laid down for my anesthesia in a room, and I was kind of freaking out because the doors into the surgery room were open, and I could see like it was like a cartoon. Like I was laying on the bed having like my anesthesia given to me through a cannula and an oxygen mask, and then through these double doors I can see that are open. It's like a cartoon. Like I see like 7 surgeons in this massive clean room, and they're all putting their masks on, and they're all like snapping their gloves on. It was so like cartoonishly scary. I was thinking like, guys, can we close that door? Does that door need to be open? But the anesthesia kicks in so fast. So fast. The whole time, my nurse was like this older lady, and she was so nice. And she was saying, she was like, it's gonna hit you, and you're gonna feel super drunk. You're gonna feel like you've had a gin and tonic. And all I could think of was, I don't want to think about that. Isn't gin and tonic disgusting? Okay. All I could focus on was the fact that she said something bad. And then also, I was like, in my head, I was like, oh, I can't have alcohol because of my health. I can't have alcohol, so I don't know if I want to imagine that. Thank you for the membership. So I was kind of like stressing because I didn't know how to reply, because she kept saying it to me. She was like, yeah, it feels like a gin and tonic, right? And I was kind of feeling I was having this huge internal debate because all I could think of was, that sounds like the worst drink ever. And also I can't drink alcohol. So I just didn't know how to respond to her. And I was hooked up in every way possible. I had little wires all over my body. And I think when you're out of it, they also inject something into your spine. But yeah, I was chilling. All of a sudden, you know, I was laying there. It really hits you like bam. All of a sudden, you feel super drunk. Like you feel so woozy. And I'm gonna explain this in detail because this is the part I was most scared for. And you know, if any of you have surgery ever, I want you to know that it's not that scary, because I was super scared for this. You actually felt it? Oh yeah. Like because you have a drip in your a cannula, which is something that feeds it directly into your bloodstream, it comes along so fast, and all of a sudden it's like bam, you feel super drunk now. But it's not a bad feeling. The best way I can describe it is, you know, after a long day and you're all cozy in bed and you're like barely hanging on, but in a good way. You know, like you've had a really long day and you cannot wait to sleep. You know that really specific feeling? And you know the second you close your eyes, you're gonna be out. It was that exact feeling. Like, it was so nice. And the nurse was holding my hand. Like, I honestly had nothing to be scared of. She was holding my hand. And I really appreciated that because, you know, I was a bit scared. But she held my hand. And there were 2 other nurses in the room, and they all kind of were like circled around me. They were like circled around me, just like smiling down on me, and it was super cute. And then I remember the last thing I said was, I'm sorry, it's taking so long. And then I think I immediately died. I immediately turned. But yeah, falling asleep was honestly like one of the best feelings ever. And I don't want to like sound like a drug addict or whatever, but I want to be so open about it because, you know, I was terrified of this, and I want to tell you that it really wasn't scary. And honestly, it was like a really good feeling. Like, it was like I'm so excited to close my eyes. You know, like, oh, I'm gonna sleep so well. And now maybe this part is less positive. Waking up was not as nice as falling asleep. Waking up, it's so hard to explain if you've never been like that, but like, you're out of it. Like, I wasn't a real person. All I remember is the second I like, it was like I blinked, by the way. Like, you don't have any dreams. You don't have anything. Like, all of a sudden, your eyes just like, I don't think my eyes even opened. And all I remember, I don't even know if this happened because, like, you're so drugged up that you don't know, you know, you're drugged up. You don't know if it's happening or not. But what I think I remember is, I would repeatedly sit up with my eyes closed. Like, just over and over, I would try to sit up. And my nurse would push me back down. And she'd be like, Eruu, stop that. And I couldn't speak. Do you feel time passing? Nope, not at all. It's seriously like a second passes. It's crazy. Isn't medicine so magical? And my surgery was supposed to take 1 hour fastest time, but it actually took around 5 to 6 hours. So yeah, isn't it so crazy you're fully out of it for so long? I hope it wasn't anything bad. No, my surgery actually had 0 complications. But the thing is, I still don't know why it took so long. That's the scary thing about surgery. Like, you don't know what happened to you in that time. I'm afraid I'd stop babbling about VTubers. You cannot talk. Well, I couldn't talk. I was in so much pain immediately and so much sickness. How do you know how long it was? Because after all of this, I got my phone back, so I could see the time. But I actually didn't get my phone back for quite a few hours because they have to make sure you're okay. And obviously, if you're on your phone, you'd be in the way, so your belongings are locked away for a few hours. But Yeah, you cannot talk. I remember all I could say to the nurse was, sick. Sick. And like my eyes, I was really fighting to be conscious. And then I would mumble like, pain. Pain. Sick. Yeah, luckily I kind of knew what to say because, you know, say my first rodeo. I know the two things they're gonna give me are anti-sickness and pain. Pain relief, and all you have to do is ask for it. So as soon as I could mutter words, I was mumbling those. Give it to me, yeah. Thank you so much for the membership. Do you want sweet morphine, guys? Me and morphine aren't friends anymore. Well, you can quit the jokes now. Well, I broke up with morphine. You know why? After I came conscious and I asked for painkiller, I heard them discussing giving me morphine. And even though I was, guys, I really cannot express to you what it's like being so jerked up that you can't even like think or speak. But as soon as I heard morphine, I knew I had to lock in and not smirk because that was bad. I think the only thing I would have been capable of was smirking when they... I was like, Eruu, don't do it. Eruu, don't do it. And I was super happy. If you don't know, morphine has, you can have morphine in a cannula or you can have it orally in your mouth. And I already had something in my cannula, so they had to give it to me orally. And it tastes so yummy. It tastes like blue raspberry, so I was kind of excited. But then I could feel the amount of liquid they put in my mouth, and I was like, that isn't enough. That isn't enough to give me baby dose. And I'm lucky they give it to me anyway, because they don't really like to give morphine to younger people. But I have bad news. The morphine didn't, I thought it would taste horrible. Well, my nurses told me that I'm the only person who's ever not been disgusted by the flavor. So maybe, maybe it does taste bad and I'm weird. But it tastes so nice. But yeah, the morphine didn't do it for me this time, guys. I'm sad to report on this. But... it had to happen. It had to happen. You know? Isn't it good that my final experience was a negative one? Because if it was too positive, then I would have liked it too much. You moved on from morphine? Yeah. I still had some more throughout the stay because even though it doesn't, you know, pain is in different levels. Even if it doesn't give you that blissful high, it's still working. Even if you feel like it's not working, that just means your pain is slightly above that level. So yeah, I was in a daze for ages, and then, oh my gosh. If you've been around, you will know I have this problem. Every single time I go to the hospital, every single nurse that came up to me, you're so pale. What? You're so pale. Whoa, you're so pale. It's like a skit at this point. Like, I had maybe like 6 different nurses come up to me, and honestly, first 3 sentences out of their mouth every single time, one of them was about how pale I was. And it's not my fault, guys. And one of them was like, you really need to see a doctor. I remember one of them took my hand and was like, you really need to see a doctor about this when you can. Your lips have no color. I know, it just happens to me. And then they would all touch me, and they would go, you're so cold. Hello? Are you guys not... Are you not the nurses? Are you not the nurses? Why are you asking me? You know, they were like telling me as if I would know why I was cold or pale. They were like, why are you so cold? I was like, well, I feel fine. Oh yeah, I would stop breathing. And I don't really know why, but obviously I was hooked up to so many monitoring devices when I got out. Like, so many. And every now and then I could hear my monitor, like, go crazy. And then the nurse would rush over and they'd be like, Eruu, deep breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth. And I'd be like, yeah? Oh yeah, I'm breathing. It was so weird because I didn't feel like I wasn't breathing, but it happened like maybe 5 times. But even if these sound like scary things, you're with professionals, so you know it doesn't feel scary. My nurses were all really lovely. I also, you know, sometimes I think I have a superpower. And I think my unspoken superpower is being babied by strangers. I don't know, I just feel like whenever I have nurses, they always treat me so good. Yeah, they're just so nice to me. So I was super happy, and I remember one of the nurses was like, oh, I'm sorry, this will be the worst day. And I was like, why? And she was like, oh, because you're in a lot of pain and you're seeing so many nurses and stuff. It must be, you're seeing so many strangers, it must be stressful. And I remember thinking like, oh, I was actually really happy because I've never had people, like, you know, so many people care for me. Even though the circumstances are, you know, sad, isn't it so nice to have a whole team of people just checking up on you and being nice to you? It's actually super nice. And one problem I had was my gown kept slipping off of my shoulders and down, but I couldn't move, so I couldn't fix it. And the nurses would always come back and tuck it up around my shoulders for me. So cute. Yeah, I was there for a while. This is like the post-surgery area. So before you're taken to like your actual room, you're in like a kind of an open ward. But you have privacy. Like, it had 3 walls, and then one of the walls was a curtain. So, did others snore? Like, during this time, I'm so out of it. Like, I was so out of it, I really don't know what other people were up to. I couldn't even see other people. Because even though it was open, like, you know, you still have 3 walls and a curtain, so it's, still kind of super private, which I was happy about. Yeah, and I have pretty pesky little veins. So putting cannulas in is hard, and then I don't know how, but the cannula fell out of my biggest vein, and they can't put a cannula back into that vein because you can blow the veins out. So then they tried to find other veins, so now I have 8. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bruises on my arm. On both of my arms. Isn't it taped down? Yeah, I have no idea how it came out. Hope it wasn't too painful. It does hurt when they can't find a vein. I'll be straight up with you. Yeah, and then they gave up and then they just started injecting stuff into my thighs. And that really, really hurt. That super hurt because, you know, if you inject something, your leg needs to be, like relaxed, but, you know, my whole body is tense because I just had surgery. Size of not sensitive. I was just happy to be having the medicine I need. I hate needles so much. But at one point I was hospitalized and I just stopped caring. Yeah, that happened to me. Like, I don't really care about needles anymore. If anything, this might be a bit of a backwards way of thinking. I would say I almost like needles because, not for some freaky reason, but there have been, you know, situations where I'm in so much pain that, like, I exist for the moment they're able to put a cannula in me. You know, so needle equals soon pain relief. Yeah, needles mean medicine, so I don't hate them anymore. Yeah, then I ended up staying for a few nights. You're outside of most of your pain now. It's been really weird, so... Okay, I'll fast forward because my days in hospital were very boring and monotonous. I was just jerked up out of my mind. Yeah, my day in hospital is basically jerks, sleep, jerks, sleep, jerks. And it's not even like a cozy sleep, like... It's so weird, like you forget what time is. You're just like existing. Then they would walk with me, so I would have to hold on to someone's hand and try walk. Sleeping too much feels not good at all. Actually, sleeping too much is exactly what you should do after surgery. I definitely didn't sleep enough. But yeah, you need to sleep extra because when you sleep, that's when your body heals itself. So you need to sleep lots and lots and lots. And guys, I did kind of get told off for not sleeping enough the night before. But I had, guys, but nurse, you don't understand. I had to play Dark Souls. I was a 9-hour marathon stream for Dark Souls. I remember one of the nurses was like, "You didn't sleep last night." And I was like, I did. I did sleep. It was for like 3 hours. They knew. I also remember when I was super out of it. I overheard one of the nurses saying to the other one, they were like, "She keeps falling asleep." I don't think she slept last night. Well, I'm just jerked up, guys. Of course I sleep. But yeah, then I would just I had like daily required little walks just to the bathroom. You know, they need to make sure after surgery, they need to make sure you can eat. So I had some food. They need to make sure you can pee as well. 2 big ones. Yeah, so surgery, hospital time is kind of all blended into one. I was really dreading. I spoke about this on stream before, but something I was super scared of. Kika, thank you so much for the $10. So happy to hear the surgery was a success. Yay! Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. But yeah, the thing I was scared of the most after surgery was, I told you, but because the surgery was in my tummy, they have to blow up your tummy with gas. So that, you know, your tummy is very compact. They blow it up so they have more room and they, can isolate the organs. They do try to remove as much of that gas as possible, but they can't remove all of it, and the remaining gas gives you a lot of pain afterwards because the pain will push against your diaphragm. And super interesting, your diaphragm is actually connected to the nerves in your shoulders. So even though the gas is in your tummy, you will have intense shoulder pain. Isn't that so interesting? Like, your tummy won't actually be the part that hurts. It will usually be like intense shoulder pain. So I was super scared of this. Cause, you know, I don't want to be in pain. And this was what I was reading as like the most common side effect. I didn't have it at all. And I was so happy. I was so happy. I didn't have... Oh, static? 1 second. Beep boop. Yeah, I didn't have any gas. I didn't even like look that bloated. Of course, a little bit bloated because, you know, we already had surgery. But I didn't have any gas pain. I was so happy because if you have gas, boy, thank you so much for the BTS. If you have gas, you need to walk a lot, cause that's how you help your body dispel of it. And obviously you can't really walk much after you have had surgery. So I was a bit nervous about all of that, but I didn't have the gas problem, so I'm super happy. So happy. Yeah, and yeah, I was just the first 3 days. Bearing in mind, I was really prepared for worst case scenario because if you've been around and you've listened to my health before, I've had super abnormal symptoms. Like, you know, when you hear the surgery I have versus the problems I had, you might be like, what? I had like stupidly abnormal symptoms. I got so unlucky. I was really prepared for the worst. I was prepared for them to have to do a different type of surgery as well. There's 2 types of surgery. There's a keyhole surgery where they do it with a little robot. And they have 3 to 4 little incisions on your body. And they actually do it that way. And that takes a lot less time to heal and also to like actually do the surgery. The other option is they have to give you one big scar and one big cut open and then do it that way. And that has a much longer recovery time. And they need to do that depending on what your insides look like, if you're inflamed or swollen, like if your organs are swollen. So I was really prepared for them to have to change what they were gonna do last minute, because for me, they didn't know which one they were gonna have to do. Of course, they always aim for the first type, but there is a chance, you know, they'll get to it and might just need to do the second one. So then they... Luckily, they did the first one for me, so I'm super happy. Super happy I don't have one big scar. Kinda crazy you don't need stitches, a small operation. Well, super exciting. Isn't medicine just so interesting? My cuts are actually not stitched, they're glued. I wish I could show you. I have 3 cuts. I have one like just in the middle of my boobs, but slightly lower, like tiny slightly lower. And it's tiny. It's so tiny. It's not even like a centimeter. Isn't it magical? They took an organ out. Never heard of gluing them. Yeah, gluing is a lot better because you don't need to have the stitches taken out. And they heal a lot better. Yeah, for those, they use a certain type of glue. Medicine is so cool. Yes, it is a special type of glue. It kind of leaves like a film over the top, so it's more hygienic. I don't have to clean the wound. I don't have to change the dressing because it has like a really solid film over it. And it's a different color to my skin, so I can see where it is. It's purple. So it looks like a big bruise, but it's not. Then I have 2 on my side. And then I have one. The final one is my least favorite one. The 3 that I just told you about are actually tiny, and I honestly have no doubt that they will heal perfectly. Like perfectly. Which is so exciting. Not that scars are bad, but you know, I'm a girl and I'm hard on myself. So I don't know if I want scars on my tummy. And it disappears over time. Yeah, the glue should start peeling in 2 weeks. And the final one is where they actually take the organ out, and it's by the belly button. So the belly button one kind of freaks me out to look at a little bit, and I am a bit nervous to see how that will heal. Because, not gonna lie, I had a really nice belly button, so I hope... I hope it still looks as nice as it did when it's better. Right now, I can't really see what it will look like because it's glued over. And the glue is on top of the wound, so there's lots of blood there still. So I can't super see what's happening down there. But yeah, that's one that freaks me out the most. So yeah, they're my wounds. First time here, welcome. I'm just speaking about my surgery. And yeah, guys, I'm really happy to say that my recovery has been super good. And I'm so happy that I can say that because I don't I don't think anyone expected that to happen. I did really well for the first few days. Obviously I was on a lot of codeine for quite a long time. Coming off of the codeine was really hard. I would say coming off of the painkillers gave me a head pain that was worse than the body pain. The head pain was so bad. It was so... Honestly, it was so much worse than the actual tummy pain. But yeah, now it kind of changes from day to day. I'm able to sit up now. Obviously. Robert, thanks so much for the super. I'm glad that you're doing well. Yay! Was it just painkiller withdrawal or something? Yeah, because I'd been on such strong painkillers, non-stop for, almost a week. Was it as bad as your pain episodes before surgery? No. No. Nowhere near as bad. I was really prepared for post-surgery to be painful. If my episodes before were a 10, everything post-surgery was maybe a 3. Like, it's really... It doesn't compare at all. Of course it still hurts and it's uncomfortable, but... Yeah, I'm so happy, guys, and I'm just so happy. I'm so happy. It feels good now. And I'm really hopeful for eating in the future. I've already been able to eat a few things that there's no way I would have been able to eat before. Even just simple things, like for example, I had 3 pieces of bread yesterday. And it really blew my mind because before I've never been allowed bread. And if I've ever been allowed bread, it's only been like one little mouthful. And I could have 3 whole slices and it like seriously blew my mind. Like I kept asking my best friend, I was like, are you sure? I can have this? I can have this? Yeah, also the less glamorous side. I hope this isn't too TMI, but it's just body stuff, so it's whatever. 2 other big problems that can happen after surgery are intense constipation. That's because of the painkillers. If you've ever been on strong painkillers, they can give you really bad constipation. So often you're prescribed some medicine for that. So, but I didn't have that, luckily. The medicine they gave me worked, so I've been very healthy in that department. So seriously, like everything that went wrong, laxatives, yeah, that's the word. Everything that was kind of supposed to happen, that was bad, didn't happen, and I'm so happy. Like, it's really been a best case scenario, guys, and I'm so happy. Another thing that is supposed to happen after this surgery is super intense diarrhea. Again, not very glamorous. I'm very happy to announce that has also never happened. I'm actually just best case scenario right now, guys. I'm so happy. Yeah. Everything is just going so well. And I've been thinking this and I wanted to tweet it like as soon as possible, but I also wanted to make sure I said it to you face to face. I feel super, super scared about this surgery, you know, because surgery's scary. But also, this might sound a bit silly, but you know, I don't really have friends. I have my one best friend, and then that's it. And then I don't have any family. I have zero contact with every single family member. So when big things like this happen, it's super easy to feel like sad about it. Or I don't want a pity party, but you know what I mean? Like, you know, if you have something this big happen, you want to like tell your family or and be supported by people. So big things like this always end up making me super sad and super scared. Cause I have no one to think of. So I was really like dreading that part. Which I don't know, little hard to speak about. But yeah, I was really dreading that part more than anything, I think. But I didn't feel lonely at all. Like, not even once. And I'm so happy, like, I don't think I cried once. I didn't feel lonely, and I really think I have you guys just to thank for that. Like, you guys were always there for me. You left so many nice messages for me. I read your CUDA board. And even if you didn't leave messages, like, I know. You know, just all of the support you've showed me in the past few weeks. I know you guys are all cheering me on. And, like, I really can't believe that I didn't feel lonely at all. Like, I was so happy. So I want to say a big thank you to everyone. Because of you, I feel happy. But it really did mean a lot to me. It really... You know, to go through something so big pretty much all alone. But not actually feel alone was super awesome. So thank you, roomies. I love you so much. And I read your CUDA board, by the way, of course. And even though I wasn't replying, I did try read every tweet. I did kind of have to limit phone time. So I'm really sorry if I've missed any of your posts, because I don't know if you noticed, but Twitter's hashtag system is garbage. There will be posts on my hashtag that I actually just won't see until like 3 weeks later. It makes me so sad. So if I've by some horrible accident not seen any of your posts on a hashtag, please know it will never ever be intentional. Ever. I check those things like my life depends on it. Never, thanks for the support. Super duper. Oh. Yeah, and I'm so happy to be back. But of course, I am still recovering. So I'm gonna force myself to take it super slow this week. I'm gonna do a member stream on Sunday. And I think that is all I will do for this week. And I'm sorry it feels so... you know, I do kind of feel cringe for just doing a member stream, because it's like, haha, now you gotta pay to spend time with me. But it's because I didn't do a member stream before surgery, so if I owe one stream, it would be that way. Thank you so much for the support. Sending you all of everyone. Happy to see you back. Yay! Thank you so much. Are you in pain right now? I'm definitely uncomfortable right now. I am still having painkillers though. Yeah, I'm still in pain right now, but I imagine I'll be in pain for quite a while, so it's all about just taking it slow. I might do shorter streams for a while. kind of just say hello. Don't try laughing in the members stream. I've already broken my no laugh promise. But yeah. I will be back. If you were wondering, I will be back fully for Off-Kai next week. Yeah, next weekend is Off-Kai. I will be doing meet and greets every day for Off-Kai. I also have a concert at Off-Kai. I will obviously not be there in person because I'm not allowed to fly. Even if I could, I don't think I would go, sorry. So expensive! Eruu, do you know when the time your meet and greets will be announced? I know, I feel like our company is always the last one to announce. I can tell you that the meet and greet times are already set. I will have... I don't know what I can say. I also know my manager's watching, so don't tell me off, please. I have meet and greets every single day. I have paid meet and greets and I have a free meet and greet also. If you are... Okay, I'm gonna be... maybe a little unprofessional, but... If you're... maybe a little unprofessional, but I'm gonna lay it out for you. If you're unsure what to do for free versus paid meet and greet, free is vague posting. I'm a vague post. I'm literally the most honest poster. Free is on a smaller screen and is public. Paid is on a big screen where you have a headset, so only you can hear me, and you don't have to like yell into a microphone. And paid, you can also take a picture with me. You will not be allowed to take pictures of the free one. I think if you it's kind of hard to say. Paid is good if you want a photo, and it's good if you want to support me, and it's also good if you want to maybe say something a bit more personal because of the headset. You know, people won't be listening in. But, of course, it is paid $10 for 1 minute. You can buy up to 5 minutes, and you can buy and you can come back on every single day. But I would say if you're just wanting to stop by and say hi, I do recommend the free one. I do recommend the free one, guys. If you don't mind yelling, what I would recommend is coming by the free one, maybe chatting a little bit, and then doing the paid one to say, take a picture. I think that's a good mix. How much is the free one? I wonder. What happened to corporate collab? I just want to be honest, because, you know, people spend a lot of money at cons. Everyone underestimates how much I don't want to yell in public. Hey, if you want to do the paid one, please do the paid one. I get a good cut of it. The paid meet and greet is a great way to support me. It's also just nicer, I guess, to speak one-on-one. It's less awkward. But I also want to encourage the free one because I don't want anyone to feel pressured, you know, because cons are expensive as it is, you know? But yeah, you will not be allowed to take pictures of the free run. My staff are very vigilant. I feel so bad. I feel so bad. You know, I told you about that handsome lady at Anime Expo. She was like, "Can I take a picture with you at the free run?" And I was kind of starstruck by her, so I said yes if no one looks. And then she went to take a picture, and then staff caught her, and I felt so bad. I felt so bad. But yeah, please come see me. What I'm trying to say is, I guess I just want to be honest about the free versus paid one, because, you know, you're not gonna have all of your time to dedicate to me, obviously, so I'm sure you've got a super busy weekend. So you need to, you know, I'm sure you need to make that decision for yourself. But I will have free ones every single day, and I will have paid ones every single day. I think over the weekend I'm doing every weekend I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm doing 10.5 hours, so yeah, don't worry about missing me. How long is it? Each time slot is only 1 hour. But yeah. I've made sure my hours are spread across the day. The days. I will try to see you every day. Woo! And I will be so happy to see you. If any of you are feeling nervous about coming back to see me multiple times, please don't. Please come see me. I won't find it weird. I won't find it awkward. If anything, I will be honored. Even if you come to the free one every single day. Please don't feel. One more question, but will your company be accepting gifts? Or will be accepting gifts, but only paper ones? But guys, I have a shopping list for Manu-san to buy for me at Offkai. And it's so freaking long, and I'm really scared to send her. I'm really scared to send her. It's just so long. How long? What is every merch that there is? I wanna have every merch. Also, I do see people in chat saying congrats on the searching. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I don't say thank you for everyone, but I do see them. And I'm so okay, guys. Now, I know I just told you you don't need to spend money on me for the meet and greet. However, if I may encourage you to spend money on my fan merch, if you would like, because having fan merch has been a big dream of mine for literally as long as I've been in the scene. Having fan merch is such a dream come true, and obviously I'm not the biggest VTuber in the world, and I've only just debuted, so every, you know, I don't know if this is kind of weird, but you know, people who make fan merch, it's just a fact that that is their job. You know, they make fan merch with the intent of making money. And of course they'll do their favorite VTubers, but they're not gonna do like random people because you know, they need to make money off of it. It's a business still. So the fact that people have made fan merch of me, even though I'm so new, and even though I won't guarantee good sales, you know, they're just doing it out of the kindness of their hearts. And I had so many artists tell me that they made fan merch of me just to support me after my debut and try to get the word out about me. And I'm so grateful. Like, I'm so grateful. And obviously it's fan merch, so I don't get a cut of that at all. But if I can encourage you, if you do like any of the merch, of course, to please check them out. I've put a link in chat now. Sorry to link a roomie's tweet. But this, if you want to bookmark this one, this is a thread of all of my fan merch so far. A lot of fan merch also has the option to buy online, so even if you're not going to the con, you can order it after. So look out for that. And yeah, thank you so much for the roomie putting together this thread. Yay! I'm so excited. And I also have a concert. Guys, I'm a VTuber. I have a concert happening at Off-Kai. Well, actually, it's not in the Off-Kai venue, so you don't actually need an Off-Kai ticket for it. But it is by the venue. I announced it on Twitter already, but I show you here. This is oh, that is so big. Holy. Little girl, big performance. I love that my official PNG is me looking confused and sad. Most VTubers have like big smiley ones. I just look like I'm lost. Little girl, big performance. Eruu Lounge, July 26th. I think that's the Sunday. That is the Sunday. At 7:30. So it is the final day of the con. The con ends at 7 p.m. And I think this place is super nearby. So yeah, please consider going. It'll be a fun time. If you look up the venue as well, if you look up Eruu Lounge, it's in San Jose, right? It looks so nice inside. It looks so nice inside. It looks so vibey. And I'm performing! I only have 2 songs, but I'm so excited. I'm so excited. One is a song that I've sang before. One is a brand new song. But yeah, please cheer me up. Yeah. Nickelback. Nope. Very exciting, yeah. Foo Fighters? Nope, I'm not gonna tell you. I will tell you that I tried to pick songs the average VTuber fan could enjoy. So, I didn't do anything that was super, well, there's still songs I like, of course, but you know, nothing too edgy. No, nothing super edgy. Hey, did you see there's a CrossFit competition in the middle of Offkai? What? Really? Edgy, no, edgy. Sorry, I slur my words. That is crazy. No, I don't wanna say anything bad. However, in my time being on the internet, I think many cons have had clashing events. And I feel like it never goes down well. Didn't one happen like last year? Wasn't it like some British anime convention and then like a bodybuilding win or something? I need to stop laughing, it really hurts. And then of course all of the normies like actually bullied the anime. So that isn't Offkai in Japan? No, it's in California. If you went to a con in person, would you cosplay? Yeah, I would. But I've just had surgery, so I will not be attending Offkai, sadly. I know every VTuber and their mama is, but not Eruu. I'm actually banned from flying. I'm not allowed to fly because of blood clots. You can't fly after surgery. Do you want to go one year? Yes and no. Yes. But I feel like I would have to make friends first. Because now. Roomies, listen to me here. You do not need friends to go to a con and enjoy it. However, well, Eruu does. Eruu does, so I would have to make friends first. Make Echo go with you? Echo's already going. Echo is an official guest. And if you're an official guest of Offkai, they actually pay for your accommodation. So everyone who is a special guest at Offkai is actually there in person. Isn't that so interesting? I didn't know that. That rules? Yeah, isn't that so awesome? I didn't know cons did that. Not Offkai exists today, but I actually might have talked my IRL twin sibling into cosplaying the Cyber Twins with me. Cute! That is so cute. I feel that I'll go to close cons by myself, but if it's very far, I need friends to go with. Yeah. I always have staff. No, but the thing is, I can't even be like, oh, well, staff's down there, I'll just hang out with them. Bro, I hang out at the IZIGENIA booth? Question mark? I think that will be strictly forbidden. I think I will not be allowed to do that. I saw the Shifagaki twins at Anime Expo. Yes, I saw them online. They look so good. Good to see you back, Eruu. Yay! I'm wearing mustaches, glasses. I think, I don't know. Tina, many 4'9" girls with white hair. I'm playing alone for the first time ever. Oh, really? Don't be scared. Don't be scared. I've flown alone a few times in my life, and it's really fun. I love flying alone. I feel like it's so, like, mysterious. You know, like, you get to be like a mysterious traveler. Like, oh, where is he going all alone? Oh, I'm so warm. I flew with my grandma and she did nothing but sit down, so that felt like flying alone. She did nothing but sit down. But yeah, what are you supposed to do on a plane? Cartwheels? Handstands? When I went on holiday with my best friend a couple of months ago, we didn't book seats next to each other because you have to pay more, so... Even when I was with my friends, we were still not sad with each other. And then... Whilst we were in the plane, there was a medical emergency, and obviously this was back when I was in and out of hospital. I'm not even joking, every other day. I was super sick. My doctor told me that I shouldn't go on holiday. I did it anyway, under the condition that if I felt bad, I immediately booked a flight back. So yeah, my health was super bad, and then I made it through the whole flight, the whole holiday, and on the flight back, me and my best friend, we weren't sat next to each other, and there was a medical emergency, and she freaked out because she thought it was me. So as soon as we landed, like, my phone blew up, and she was like, "Was that you? Are you okay?" Was it you? I was trying to see if it was you. And I'm paranoid and anxious, and I had also convinced myself that it was her. So I was like, was that you? Like, as soon as we got service again, we were both just like... 60 Otter is back. Oh, and do you want to know something? I didn't hiccup, I think, for like 2 days after surgery. And I remember I spoke to my best friend and I was like, what? What if I never hiccup again? And then it came back. And then I was really nervous because I was like, what if people don't find me cute anymore? Full of carbon dioxide. Yeah, I guess I was too full of stuff. Because of the gas pushing your diaphragm? Oh my god, roomies are so clever! You're so right! That will be why I didn't hiccup. Oh my gosh, you're actually so clever. All the hiccups escape through the holes? No. My holes are tightly sealed. My surgery hole. My surgery the holes in my tummy from my surgery. She always skips important words in sentences. Ow. Don't make me laugh. It hurts. Itai. But yeah, today is gonna be a short stream. By the way. By the way. The streams better be short. They will be. I have to rest lots and lots and lots. And I'll try to take it as seriously as possible. I am aiming for 2 hours though. Manasan speaking to me about streaming. Do not set any time limit. Yeah, but 2 hours is nothing. Glad you're home. I'm glad I'm home too. I'm feeling pretty exhausted. Yeah, sorry, my energy might be a little poo-poo for a while. But next week we are gonna play San Andreas. And I'm gonna show you the thumbnail before I can be told off for it. Ding 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 ding. What was that? But guys, it matches the game. It matches the game. Oh. You're familiar with that piece of art? Why is that? So yeah, I'm gonna need weekly art pieces that match that vibe, roomies. Can I see it again? No. Looks like we are not laughing today, we are crying. Not gonna do. You're gonna be the cover girl for GTA 6. Yeah, that's the vibe. That was my reference. I don't know much about San Andreas though. I'm so excited to play it. Hey, glad everything went well with your surgery. Yay! Thank you so much. I'm not gonna push myself out. I'm gonna try not push myself. I'm gonna... Something that has kind of been eating me alive is I really don't know how to limit myself. I don't know how to say I'm gonna stream maybe twice this week. Instead, I've planned streams for every single day. I have thumbnails made. I have everything planned. And I don't know how to do half of it. You know? My brain really doesn't understand. I'm starting to think you don't know what rest is. I really don't. I think 3 days after surgery, I got really upset and I messaged Mani-san and I was like, and I was like really stressed. I was like, I haven't done anything and I'm falling behind. And she was like, Eruu, you literally had surgery. What are you talking about? Thanks so much for the super. Congrats on your Twitter. Speaking of Twitter, is it okay to DM you for using specific concerns? I want to give you a rundown of previous interactions. There was a scam in artist community that some people got hacked. I don't think I need to know about that. But thank you for your concern. If it's something you deem that serious and it's an artist the company is working with, please reach out to IZIGENIA themselves. But yeah. I'm not involved in my own fan art or even official art commissions, so I'd rather not be involved in drama if that's okay. I see pretty drawing and I enjoy it. You're supposed to have a week break after surgery. But oh, also, I will tell you that the only stream I will not do for at least one other week, and please don't be mean to me about it, because I don't want to say this, will be ASMR, because I wouldn't feel very comfortable. You know, I'm in pain, so I'm still making in-pain noises, and I don't really think that's relaxing. If that's okay. And also, ASMR is, you know, you're moving your arms and stuff. Not that it's like a workout, but, you know, obviously, I shouldn't be moving or picking things up. You need to rest. I will rest. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you that because I feel really bad about it. Because, you know, I know you guys look forward to my ASMR and I feel bad. But yeah, I wouldn't want to be like grunting in pain or whatever. Fruit eating ASMR? No. Glad you're back, big guy, but pace yourself. I know, roomies, but I really don't know how to. I don't know how to. I imagine Eruu feels worse about it than I do. That's probably most definitely true. I've beaten myself up over it. It's so warm that the air from my fan is hot. It feels like I have a hot fan on. Oh, also, I didn't say this. Sorry, maybe most important part. I will probably be having surgery again. By the end of the year or beginning of next year. So yeah. It's not over. It's not over for me yet. Why? I already knew, but there's some other stuff. There's some other stuff up with my board here. We're getting there, yeah. One step at a time. You have an amazing community and you're a peaceful girl. Yeah, thank you. I really do have the best community ever. Seriously. Best community ever. Have you been feeling better since the surgery? I feel mostly better every day. I think for the first 3 days I felt better each day, and then it kind of got wobbly a bit. Like today I feel worse than yesterday, and yesterday I felt worse than the day before. So yeah, it is just super up and down, but that's just how it will be. And you know, I really can't complain about it because, like I said, I have had none of the bad symptoms that I thought I would have. I really had nothing, so yeah, I cannot complain at all. I really think I had best case scenario. Were you able to walk for more than a minute? Well... The reason I feel bad today is because I pushed myself yesterday a bit. I actually did 6,000 steps yesterday. Oh, ruumie, I don't know how to take it slow. I don't know how to take it slow. I don't know how to. Eruu, you suck at resting. I don't know how to. I don't know how to do it slow. You need to lock yourself up. Try sleeping all day. Oh, but it's too hard to sleep. You're going to hurt yourself, I know. And I had a fever last night because of it. Played the archive. Guess who didn't miss a single day of their login bonus? That's right, best sensei on the block. My students will always have me. What did you do to even walk that bit? Don't ask questions. Guys, I was feeling a little fed up. I was feeling sick. I was feeling sick and tired. You know, all I've been doing this whole time is I walk like down the hospital corridor, and then after I left hospital, do you know what I have to do instead? I have to go for midnight walks with my best friend, and I have to hold her arm, and I'm wearing sandals, and I'm wearing knee-high compression socks from the hospital, and I'm wearing a nightie, a night jacket. And I still have circle sticker marks all over my body. And it looks like a tentacle attacked me. And I'm bruised all over. And my hair is messy. And then I hold on to my friend and I hobble. And every time the police van passes, she says they're gonna come collect me because it looks like I escaped. And then I hobble around and I said, enough. So yesterday, I put on clothes for the first time. I put on a little sundress. And I went for a walk. And then it was really bad for me, and now I'm facing the consequence. You wanna know something really awkward? An actual maybe 2-year-old passed me wearing the exact same dress I was wearing. It was like the exact same one. It was just a wide sundress. But I have to wear dresses because they don't cling to me. I'm warm, room. That's it. And I haven't finished my apple. I worry about you. Thank you for worrying about me. I'm sorry if I make you worry. What type of apple? Oh. I hadn't looked at the package. It says... Oh. Kids apple snack bag! And it has a little hedgehog on it. You're going to make our hair turn grey. Roomies have hair. You need a better wrangler to make you take rest more seriously. Well, my best friend has been at work. She's at work right now. So I've actually been alone most of my time after the hospital. There'll be switch to comms to show you on X to the arts.com. My name account is gone. I posted on Blue Sky and said, I don't use Blue Sky, so I hope I can still see them. But thank you so much. You spoiled me. Hello, my friend says you're cute and funny, so he sent me here. What kind of reputation do you have with your friends? They just send you every cute and funny girl. The friend has taste. They're passing me around. But yeah, my friend's at work all the time, so I've been alone. Just daydreaming about room. You are bratty after all. No, I'm not. Not true, not true. Wait, Ruumie, guess how many band-aids I'm wearing? Seven. Six? Why six? What? You're supposed to count the ones you can see. Ruumies are so stupid. 4. No, there's literally 3. But I'm actually wearing 4. Do you want to see the 4th one? Yes. Are you allowed to show us out? Yeah, why wouldn't I be allowed? Look, it's right here. Why wouldn't I be allowed to show you that bit? It's on my chest. You didn't even notice that earlier. It's where the scar is. No, the scar is more like... here. Oh, so 5? No, can you not count? There's 4 of them. And look, I hold my thermometer. I take my temperature. 7, including the ones we can't see? What? Can you take my temperature? No. It needs to be sanitized first. Where could they be imagining a 5th one? There's no 5th one. Eruu the cute nurse. All nurses are nice until there's a male nurse. That is all I will tell you. The nurse stereotype is so true. I was once overnight in a ward that had male and female nurses, and oh my gosh, they could not interact without like being in each other's pants. It was so crazy. They do be doing that. I guess it's a stereotype for a reason. It's what I hear from friends who are nurses. It's so true. I've seen it. Good night, Eruu. Be sure to get enough rest. Thank you. Good night. Sweet dreams. Guys, I also thought of an amazing stream idea whilst I was sick. What if... what if I play CS, but I only speak Russian, and I rage bait Russian people with my bad Russian? Sounds like cinema. Sounds like I'm gonna get called a lot of bad words. Nice team. Я люблю тебя. But guys, I have something to tell you. I keep seeing people spell my name with one U. It's Eruu. Eruu. Spell my name properly, please. I see it so many times in my chat. I'm Eruu. Say my name, say my name. Are you sure? Yeah. I'm sure. Even though I know I can see it in the keenness post-surgery. They didn't cut out my keenness. Yeah. Eruu. Nope. Eruu. Eruu. Ruumies are naughty. Eruu. No! Eruu. Eruu can be the unofficial other hashtag. They didn't have enough surgeries in the world to cut out all that cuteness. Blah, 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 blah. If they took away Eru's cuteness, she would vanish. You guys would vanish. Sorry, Eruu, I'm saving my extra ooze for an extra long Eruu. No. The official catchphrase is Eruu wa Eruu. What is that? What does that mean? I don't speak Japanese. I only know my Japanese intro. I saw you typing some Japanese on Twitter. Oh, that was Mani-san. If you ever see me typing Japanese on Twitter, I've messaged Mani-san and I've said, how do I say this in Japanese? And then she tells me. For real? Yeah, because I need to say... If I ever say a lot in Japanese on Twitter, of course I can say simple words by myself, but... you know, if you see me type like big sentences, it's to an artist that I've worked with under the company. So I need to be more professional. I can't reply to them with broken Japanese. And it's really important for me to say thank you to them properly. So I ask her to do it for me. Shannon is sorry, not you. I know. ちっちゃいけど心が広いよ。Eruu Eruu です。IZIGENIA のカワウソアウトライダーズの一員です。よろしくです。That's my Nihongo intro, which I use for all of my Japanese viewers in my Japanese streams. But I actually go to Japan again before end of year, so maybe I should practice. Not just Japanese, no. You can speak Russian, da. Do your pouty face? No. What do you think I am? Performing monkey? Frick, I did it by accident. Frick! But I actually learned some Russian. learned kupi. iPhone kupi. Restaurant plati. Grave que tu dis Japanese team well. Maybe. I actually thought of that as a stream idea, but I don't know if Kafka would want to teach me. I want to see that. I don't know if she would want to be a teacher. my favorite Japanese word is dozo, dozo, dozo. Every single thing in Japan is dozo, 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 dozo. Especially with staff, because they all want you to go first, so they're always like dozo, dozo. Have you seen that popular cat video going around? Dam dam dee 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 dam dam dee 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 dam dam. Of course I know it. It's the only thing that keeps me alive. So, you know, I actually flatlined during my surgery, and then my heartbeat monitor was hacked by that cat. And the cat appeared on the monitor and it saved my life. It's a true story, it happened. So that cat means a lot to me. Aren't you always flat? I don't think that's relevant. I just have... I've been fantoning for the membership. I'm so warm. Roomies, maybe I should go rest, but I don't want to. iPhone copy. Restaurant plati. Can you please rest? I want to speak with Ruumie. We keep her company since her friend is in there. Yeah, I don't know when she finishes. When you finish work, I ask her. I'm warm. You should probably at least get something to cool you down. Yeah, sadly my PC being on just heats up my room. Oh, but I don't wanna go. I'll be back on Monday. Oh, but it's so long. It makes me sad. I'll be back on Monday. Now I'm doing real professional VTuber hours. By the way, Eruu, I have some good news. The PCBs I was designing with you on it have been ordered. Whoa! I can't wait to see them. So cool. Pro Eruu? Yeah, professional streamer now, guys. Sorry. It's just how it is now. I'll do... chill members gaming on Sunday. I'm sorry the member stream is so soon after I come back. And then on Monday we'll have normal Zatsu. We'll play Blue Archive and we'll do San Andreas. Eruu sounds very I'm sorry, my energy has crashed a little bit. I hope it's not too bad. I should definitely wrap it up. 2-hour crash mark? I mean, this is the most I've done of anything. The pro move is to disappear for a month without warning. People only do that if they're making bank. Sadly, Eruu. if they make bank and they, I don't know, don't enjoy streaming. I love streaming. I want to stream every day. That's why it's so hard, I think, because you know, streaming is genuinely just my favorite way to spend my time, that it's hard to think of anything else to do, because I just want to do this one over and over. You did a good job. Oh, oops, frick, sorry. And I just want to say a really big thank you again. You've been there for me throughout like the hardest moment of my life. Well, not really, but hardest moment of my health life. Yeah, and I never imagined that I could go through that without feeling alone. So I'm really happy to have you. And now, I actually I did just have some painkillers. Maybe they're kicking in already. I'm so sleepy. Sorry. I don't think for the $5. I missed you guys so much, and I really hope you've been looking after yourself. I hope you've been looking after yourselves and doing stuff that makes you happy. Consuming positive content. Eating yummy food. Sleeping enough. Yes. And come here, I have one final thing for you. Thank you for 18,000 on YouTube. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Just thank you so much for the $5. Wow, guys, my time is running out. Stop surfing. Thank you so much for the 5 super. I will see you on Sunday and Monday, everyone. Thank you so much. I love you so much, and I miss you, and I miss you, and I miss you, and I miss you.